Hi, Daryl. How are you? Hi, Alicia. How are you? Hi, Shanetta. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Honey Bun. Hi, everybody. I'm just retwisting my hair. I started on Instagram real quick. I went on TikTok real quick, and now I'm gonna finish it off here on YouTube. I'm good. I'm actually very tired. I don't. I'm sure you can see it on my face. I feel very sleep deprived, but I'm okay. Can you save this for when I get off work? Yes, I'm gonna try to save it. I haven't done a live on YouTube in forever. I forget how this works, but yes, I'm gonna try to save this. Yes, I'm trying to save this. I haven't retwisted my hair in so long because I just haven't had the time or energy. And why does the comments keep disappearing? Like, how do I keep the comments on the screen? How? How? Jeez, how do I keep the... There we go. Okay. Hi. Did I say hi to everybody? No. Hi, black girl with... Why does the comments keep disappearing? It's like pissing me off. Black girl with ease. Shalita. Queen. Anquia. Melissa. Sexy Shelly. All right. I think that's everybody. I guess I have to just see the comment as it pops up because it keeps wanting to disappear, and I have to twist my hair, so I can't keep touching the screen. But I do want to let you guys know I do have a sale on my shop right now on the gel. I have a sale on the gel I'm using. This is Hi Miss Kitty Cat. This is the Love Light and Locks gel that I'm using, and I have a sale on it on my shop right now. 20% off with the code GEL. And yeah, ask at KeishaFelix.com if I didn't say that already. So I'm just twisting my hair with it. I haven't twisted it in so long, so I have a lot of new growth. So it's taking me a little longer than it normally takes me because I have so much loose hairs that I don't usually deal with. But this is not a tutorial. I just wanted to chat and hopefully answer some questions. This, you made the cut already? No, I didn't cut them yet. Take a look at how long they are still. You see? That's my thigh. They're still thigh length. I did not trim them. Actually, but I should update you guys. In my 12-year lock update video, I did mention that I wanted to try brown. And I did. And I hated it. It looked really bad. It was so patchy. It just didn't come out good. So today I colored over the brown with black. So that's, so I rinsed it black this morning. Well, this afternoon. Hope you don't trim. Why? I'm trimming it. I'm trimming it. No, please don't cut them. I'm absolutely cutting them. Like, I just hope that you guys, whoever doesn't want me to cut them, I hope that you are able to grow your hair as long as mine, so you can understand like why I don't want them this long. Because and honestly, I feel like you guys don't, you shouldn't have, I shouldn't have to explain to you why this hair length is a pain in my ass. I shouldn't have to explain that to you, but I can if you want me to. It's a lot, especially when it's hot. I live in New York. It's humid in New York. People love to say it's cold in New York. It's only cold in the winter. It's hot in the summer. It's a lot to deal with. And when you have your hair super long, it's really annoying when you sit on them. And I do sit on mine a lot. It's really annoying when I have to wear them up all the time. My hair isn't typically heavy. It's not generally heavy. But when it is when I wear it up all day. How many inches are you planning on cutting off? I don't know how many inches, but I'm going to cut it above my butt. I'm going to cut it like to my tailbone. Thank you, Jacqueline. I'm absolutely cutting them soon. The only reason why I haven't cut them yet is because I want to do one final photo shoot for them, and I haven't been able to schedule it with my photographer friend. So once I'm able to do that shoot, I'll cut him. I'll cut it afterwards. But let me get up one more time. You see how long they are right now? This is the top of my thigh. Maybe like right here. Like This is my waist, this is my belly button, maybe like in this area. So when I sit down on the toilet, I don't have to worry about moving my hair. When I sit down anywhere, I don't have to worry about sitting on my hair. It's easier to cover up at night, to go to sleep if it's shorter, and it's just easier to manage. Like, I have a business that I run. I do a lot of manual labor, and it's just having so much hair is just a lot. It's just a lot to deal with, and it's locks. It's not like it's like long straight hair, because long straight hair you could throw it in a bun without an issue, but when you have locks and you're just throwing it in a bun, it can give you headaches. It can give you neck aches. I don't really get neck aches like that unless I sleep funny, but I do get headaches from wearing my hair up too long. And the longer my hair gets, the more tender-headed I am. I'm really considering cutting mine shorter. It's a lot to maintain. Yeah, it is a lot. I mean, it's beautiful, but honestly, the beauty is the only perk for me when it's this long. That's it. That's it. The beauty is the only benefit. And I'm not that shallow. Now, I think it's beautiful at any length. And where I'm planning on cutting it to, it's still going to be long. It's just not going to be like dramatically long like it is now. Where the comments go? Okay. How do I do locksmithing on myself? Is it almost to your knees? The curse of the blessings of Rapunzel locks. No, it's not almost to my knees. I'll get up one more time. Maybe you just came in the room. It's at the top of my thigh area, like this is my belly button. This is my thigh. Yeah, so there's no way I would let my hair get down to my knees. I'm 5'8". Okay, that would be so much hair, and I know people do it. I am not people. Locksmithing. Someone asked about locksmithing. I have videos on locksmithing, but it wasn't on locksmithing your own hair. It's just on locksmithing. So I think you just have to look at the tutorials on how to locksmith and see how that can help you. I mean, I guess I can show you right now, right? I can just show you. So I'm starting with palm rolling after applying some of the gel. And then I'm right-handed, so I'm holding my lock with my right hand. With my left hand, I'm gathering the loose hairs, pulling it, and going back and forth. And this is beneficial for taming any loose hairs you may have. But for me personally, this is really time consuming. I just rather palm roll. I'm happy with palm rolling. For your girl, I started to notice my locks got longer. My scalp is more tender. I have my locks for 10 years. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. The longer my locks have gotten, the more tender-headed I've gotten. Wow, I'm so jealous you can reach on shelves in your kitchen, right? I have to stand on to. Yeah, I mean, I still have to tippy-toe to get to where I need to get to, like the top shelves and stuff. 5'8" is taller than average, but it's not that tall. It's taller than average women. I'm not even sure if that's taller than the average man. But yeah, that's taller than the average woman, but that's it's still pretty short. If you ask me, it's still pretty short. Oh, I look so tired, child. I can't believe I'm live looking like this, but it's okay. Y'all love me for me. What are you doing with what you cut? I keep the hairs in a baggie. Absolutely not the same height. Girl, please, it's taller than me. Then 5'1". Yeah, 5'1" is very short. 5'1" is very short. I think that 5'8" is kind of short, but 5'1" is very short. I have friends who are 5'1". I have one friend who's 4'11", and I like to mess with her and like put my elbow on her head. But I know the short community doesn't really like that, but I can't help it. I'm a jerk sometimes. So when's the trim happening? Hey, 80s baby. 80, yeah, 80 baby. It's gonna happen after I'm able to do my final photo shoot with my hair long, and I mean with my hair this long. But I haven't been able to schedule the photo shoot with my friend yet. Once I schedule the photo shoot with him, my friend Ivan, who does all my shoots pretty much. Once I'm able to shoot with him for my final, the last dance, and then I'll trim it after that. So hopefully sometime, if not this month, next month, because I'm ready. And I wonder if there's something I can do to make the comments stay on the screen. Thanks for the demo. Whenever I try to pull my locks, I get nervous. It causes tension. I only have 45 locks. I'm afraid they won't look full when I do certain styles. Are you trimming your hair live? Well, no, I'm not trimming it live. I'll definitely record it. I'll record it, but I won't trim it live. Miss Yay, you're afraid that they won't look full doing certain styles because you only have 45 locks. Yes, well, yes, that's true. Your hair will not look full doing certain styles. But I think that your length is also a factor. Is your hair long as well? Because there still are styles that you can do that your hair will look full. Yeah, it when you're in who said that? Raisa May. Raisa, I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. But I'm getting sleepy. Tension, yes. Locksmithing, it absolutely, it looks, when you see people do it, it looks like it's painful. It's not painful, but yes, it is definitely, you're definitely pulling on your hair. It's definitely, you're definitely causing a lot of you're definitely holding it taut. So that can be uncomfortable, especially if you're more on the tender-headed side. So it's not for everybody. I know a lot of people are locksmithing nowadays. It's not for everybody. I like my trusty retwists with my no clip method. So Miss Yay, you still have a lot of options. If they're long and thick, you still have a lot of options on styles. It's really hard for me to demonstrate that because I wouldn't call my hair sparse because I have 94 locks. That's not as much as a lot of people, but it's full enough that I don't ever feel like my hair's not thick enough for a certain style. Or what I should say, I never feel like I don't have enough locks for a certain style. So it's hard for me to really demonstrate what you can do. So I would recommend that you look up YouTubers and Instagram girls who have less locks and see how they're styling their hair. If you need ideas, that is. 80s Baby says, my hair is almost your length and I wanted to change, so I shaved the side like Megan Good and I regret it. I miss my hair. Megan Good? Okay, I think I know what you mean. I'm sad that you regret it. I'm sorry that you regret it. Or maybe you just have to get used to it. You know. And that's been a thought, like Keisha, do you think you're gonna regret your hair, or are you gonna regret trimming your hair when you do? I don't think so. Cause it's gonna grow back. It's gonna grow back fast too. Cause my hair naturally grows fast and I use my hair growth products. Like I only use my own products. Or I should say, I mostly use my own products. And if you're new to the room, I'm using my Love Light and Locks gel right now. I have a sale right now, 20% off with the coupon code GEL, G-E-L, all caps. Links in description. I have 94 locks and I retwist like every other wash and I wash every 2 weeks. So at this point, I probably retwist once a month. But for most of my hair journey, I retwisted every wash, so that's every 2 weeks. And that's why I believe my locks are so uniform. Everyone doesn't care about uniformity, so that's not a must. You don't have to wash your hair as often as me. You don't have to twist it as often as me. But even prior to me having locks, am I yelling? I feel like I'm yelling, like, because my air conditioning is on and I feel like I gotta talk over it. But before I even had locks, I washed my hair every 2 weeks, and my scalp still prefers that I do that. So that's why I wash my hair every 2 weeks still. I went on the website. Are you selling hot oil treatments? I swim a lot and my locks get very dry. I don't sell hot oil treatments, but I sell oils that you can use for a hot oil treatment. I'm not yelling. I feel like I'm yelling. Woo! Cranberry juice. Have any of your locks thinned to the point where you had to crochet hair at the weak spot? Like do lock repair. I've definitely had locks that have thinned towards the ends because I've dyed my hair countless times, but I've never opted to do that. I just trim them off. In the past, I would put a knot on the weak spot or a series of knots, but at this point, y'all know I'm not trying to save my locks like that. I'm ready to let it go. I don't need to save every little inch. I'm good. I want to dye my locks ginger, but I'm so scared to dye it because I know it'll damage it. If that's how you feel, go to a professional. Honey bun, go to a professional if that's how you feel. Would you, Amber says, would you ever completely get rid of your locks? I doubt it. If anything, the most dramatic thing I could see myself doing is combing them out to start them over. Just to start them over, you know what I mean? Maybe I'll do like them really thick or something like that. But I don't see myself ever like shaving my head. I don't see myself ever like even just cutting them off just to rock a fro, just to be having a fro. Like if I were to comb them out, again, I would lock them back up. So, but again, that's the most extreme example. I doubt I'm even gonna go that far. It's been an idea that I played with for a long time, but I'm probably just gonna keep my locks and just trim them as needed. I'm coming to visit you in Virginia. Thank you, yes. Thank you, Miss Yay. Thank you, Miss Yay. I'm gonna be doing a class. I believe I'm gonna be doing a class, but the class is gonna be on social media and how to turn your social media into a brand and into a business. Because a lot of people who have followers don't know how to sell products. Yeah, so I'm gonna have a class on that when I'm there, and I believe that's gonna be on day 2. So day 1, I'm gonna be on a panel. I believe I'm gonna be talking about locks. I'll be on there with some other hair experts, barbers, locticians, including Tando Kafele, I believe. And day 2, I'll be having my own class, I believe. So stay tuned. That's at the end of July, early August. So stay tuned. I'll talk more about that as the time comes. But yeah, that's the hair show situation in Virginia. Daniela says, I love your videos from 2 years. Thank you. Thank you, Daniela. Hey, Jaleesa, I'm all right. I'm tired, but I need to get my hair done. I'm doing it right now. I enjoyed the vlog you did with Danielle Locks. Yes, when we went to Miami, I would love to reconnect with her. She's in Jamaica now. I would love to reconnect with her. She's so cool. That's my dog. And you know what? Actually, I was telling her recently that I'm trying to cut my hair. She's like, Keisha, I feel you. She's thinking about doing the same thing. I don't think she's really gonna go through with it though. I'm definitely serious. I hope y'all know that. I don't think she's really gonna do it, but I'm definitely gonna do it. Our locks are about the same length. Yeah, so she knows the struggle. And she also hates when you guys tell her don't cut her hair. She's like, it's my choice. And I'm like, it is. It's our choice. Or it's not even just y'all saying don't cut it. It's when y'all be like, if you cut your hair, I'll be so mad at you. I'll kill you. If you cut your hair, I'll be so brokenhearted. We hate that. we hate that so much. Come to Missouri, please, so I can make an appointment. Oh, I'm not a loctician. I don't do people's hair. I hate doing people's hair. I mean, I've started a few people's locks that I know, and I maintain my mom's locks. And if I'm dating somebody with locks, I'll do his hair, but I do not like putting my hands in people's hair. I don't like it. Like, I've definitely played with the idea of, you know, learning, like getting certified and stuff, because I felt like I should, because I'm a YouTuber and locks is my thing. But I came to the conclusion that no, my YouTube journey is about my locks. I don't need to learn how to do other people's hair. And I don't, especially if I don't like it. I don't like doing people's hair. I really don't. I just cut all my locks and I started all over. At first I was kind of shocked, but I started my locks all over again. No regrets. That's what's up, Char. And that's the thing. It's all about your own hair journey. It's your journey, which is your life. Do whatever's best for you. And I'm glad you don't have any regrets. I started my locks 4 years ago after watching that vlog with you and Danielle. Danielle, and Nat locks were the original girls I watched before I started. Yes, I know Nat. I don't think I've ever met Nat in person, but yeah, I know Nat locks. That's my girl. Danielle's not cutting her locks. I can't see her doing that. She is way more attached to her hair. I'm telling you a conversation that she and I had. Like, I know Danielle. We had a conversation. And she definitely would like to cut some inches off, especially now that she lives in Jamaica. We need a mom lock update. Yes, I was talking to her about that recently. we gonna make that happen, and we gotta do it before she go to Guyana. So yeah, hopefully that's coming in the next couple of weeks. It really is about our hair. This is my second round. Ended up relocking. So Amia, did you cut your locks off or did you comb them out the first time? Tressa says, hi Keisha, you have been one of my inspirations, or the reason I started back in 2012. 2012, wow. 10 years, congrats. Now my locks are past my butt, caught up to you. Yes, girl, you 10 years, I'm 12 years. Listen, it's no joke. Yes, Daniela, I'm born American, but I am Guyanese, yes. My mom and dad were both born in Guyana. Woo. So I was on Instagram doing my hair for 20 minutes, then I went on TikTok and did 20 minutes, and now I've been on YouTube for 25 minutes. This is taking me longer than it normally takes me. I guess because I'm talking to you guys. I combed them out. I did the ends of some. Wait, what? I combed them out. I did cut the ends of some as keepsakes. Okay. Makes sense. Okay, Michelle, cousin. They are from the Virgin Islands, but I live in Kentucky. Okay, is there like a Caribbean community in Kentucky? Like, what brought you to Kentucky? I asked because like there tends to be like different places in the states that Caribbean people flock to. New York is absolutely one of those places. So I was wondering, like, is there like a neighborhood that's that has a lot of Caribbean people out in Kentucky? I would love to know. Ugh. Oh, yeah, I'm almost done. Well, kind of almost done. I think I'll be done in like 15 minutes. So if you guys have any more questions, like, this is like the great time to ask. It's giving face. Ooh, I look a mess. I look crazy. But I guess I should just take a compliment, right? Thank you. Oh no. I mean, maybe because I just feel so tired. And this air conditioning is messing with my sinuses right now. I need some water. I'm thirsty. What's your skincare routine? I need to make a video because I have a lot of steps. So I can't really explain right now. But I'll make a mental note to make a video for you. Thank you for asking, GA. 80s baby says, are you ever going back red? Nah. I have some personal reasons why I'm not going back red. But a big reason why I'm not going back red is because red is like the most high maintenance color to keep up. There's so much work. Miss May says, I mean, why keep saying Miss May in my head? I keep saying Miss May. Miss Ye says, do you think Chloe Bailey is thinning her locks with all those styles and tensions she puts on her hair? No, I don't think so. It's okay to do a lot of styles. What's not okay is to do them too tightly. And I know that she has professionals working on her hair, so I highly doubt that they're doing too tightly of jobs on her hair. She did cut them. She cut her locks maybe like up to here, and then she put extensions on them. But I believe that was, well, she said it was because she was picking at them too much. She had a lot of lint, so she was picking at them, and that caused a lot of thinning. So she just cut them off and put extensions on them. So I don't know if you know that, but like if you take a look at her locks, you can see that the bottoms don't really look that real. But yeah, I think Chloe's fine. Alexis, you're beautiful. Thank you. I mean, I do think I'm still beautiful. I just don't think I'm giving face right now. And I feel like it was kind of greasy. Tiki to Babe. It says, on my third time around, I combed out twice. I'm starting over on Sunday. Oh, cool. Congratulations. And I'm curious to know, like, why did you, like, what made you start them over? Like, what made you stop the locks? What made you cut them off or comb them out the first 2 times? Was it just not to your liking? Miss Ye says, I love the purple and blue you had, but the black is pretty too small. I love the purple and blue you had hair, but the black is pretty too small. I'm not sure what you're trying to say in the second sentence, but the yeah, thank you. I remember that was an accident when I had like that purple blue situation. It was definitely, that was definitely an accident. This was before the budding stage. I wish I didn't do that. I'm at the time I combed them. Oh, so you combed them out before the budding last time? Or were you getting impatient? Kathy, you think they blended good? You talking about Chloe? I mean, I remember I saw her live one time and she was talking about, I'm saying one time, this is like 2 weeks ago. And she was talking about how like she needs to dye her hair to blend it in better, because her hair was clearly like a natural brown and the extensions looked kind of black. They might not have been black, they might have been like a dark brown, but it was darker than her hair. So I didn't think it blended very well, and she pointed it out. She pointed it out, and I I mean, I knew it was fake because I remembered when her hair was like up to here, she had just cut it, and then they were long again, so I knew it was extensions. And plus, the ends are like the unnatural kind of curly, so I knew it was fake. But she when she pointed out the color difference too, I'm like, oh yeah, that don't look real, girl. But it's all good. She said that she was gonna color it, and I think she might have colored them by now. I don't know. I gotta go lurk on her socials and see if it blends better in my eyes. But yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not saying it looks bad. It looks good still. It still looks good. It still looks good. Okay, it's getting a little dry. I'm using my rose water moisturizer to remist. I don't know why the comments don't stay on the screen. Ugh. GA says, I started on really poor foundation 3 years ago, but I've stuck through it. I have super fine hair and low density. Wanted to cut it, but didn't. So glad I stuck through. It's a journey for real. It is a journey. It is. It is. Especially like the way if you weren't really into your hair prior to locks, and you don't know like how did you know before you had locks? Did you know that you had low density hair? Like, did you know that? Maybe you did, but did you? I find that when you're learning your locks through a lock journey, like you learn your hair way deeper, and thus you're learning yourself. Like when you learn more about your body, you learn more about yourself. Yes, I've seen Missy A says, yes, I've seen Chloe's live with the extension at the bottom. It didn't look good. I mean, I would say it didn't look good. It just didn't look real. I will say it didn't look good. It didn't look real. It didn't look real. But I don't know if she was going for real. You know, sometimes she plays around with those extensions, those colorful extensions. I don't know if she was going for real. I mean, you know, she couldn't have been going for real for her to have the curly ends like that. Like, girl, we know you don't got curly ends in your locks. Like, she wasn't going for real. Wow, you're 12 years in lock game. That's dope. Thank you, JH. I am. Jay says, for real, I learn more about my hair as the months go by. Absolutely. Kathy says, but it's a good journey. You'd be so excited to see what's going to happen. Absolutely. Absolutely. But then you get to a point where you like to mature. You learned your hair. Now you know what your hair needs. You know what your hair likes. And then you want to switch it up. And that's when people like to take risks and color and over process, and then do different haircuts. Maybe they do a undercut, side cut, bangs, bob. And that's okay too. Like, switch it up. You know, you don't want to be bored with your hair. That's fine, you know. I told you guys I'm going to be cutting my hair up to my waist or my tailbone area, my lower back area. I'll be cutting it there soon. But that's not because of boredom. That's just because, child, this is a lot. That's why. Natty says, you are in so many hair shows. Would you consider doing your own? You know, I'm not really like an event organizer kind of person, but I do have a friend who's good at that. And I did tell her that I would like to like do some kind of event, like have her like help me throw an event, but it wouldn't be a hair show. I mean, I guess it could be a hair show aspect to it, but I guess in short, to answer your question, yes, I would. I'm definitely down to do something like that. Definitely down. Speaking of the hair shows, hair modeling, which you guys know I do a lot of, hair modeling is really difficult with this length too. The locticians do get intimidated by the length, and it's kind of limiting. When your hair is like from here to like here, like this area, that's like the ideal length for doing like really beautiful creative styles. Once it's too short, you can't really do too many styles. Once it's too long, it's more difficult to execute a lot of styles. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, and I want to keep hair modeling, but I don't want to keep scaring away the locticians. Lower back length is still really long. It's not like you're doing bra strap length. Yeah, I'm still gonna keep it. It's still gonna be long. It's just my butt is gonna be out now. Right now, my hair covers my butt. When I cut it off, when I cut it shorter, my butt will be out. That's the difference. Kathy says, yeah, I'm not doing all that. I'm too old for this. Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's up to you. Listen, you are whatever you say you are. So that's your truth. That is your truth. I will not convince you otherwise. Whew. Yes, I'll be so happy when I'm done with this retwist. I have not twisted it in so long. My hair's been a mess. I've been walking around looking crazy. I've been putting on hats and head wraps. I mean, I've been looking good in the head wraps, but sometimes I'll be too lazy and I just throw on a hat and go to the post office or wherever I'm going, and I'll be like, Keisha, you gotta do better. Like, you gotta do better than this. 80s baby says, what happened to your slim thick diet? Girl, I don't know if you want to get into that. Should we get into that? I'm gonna keep a long story short as possible. Maybe you haven't been following me very closely, but I've had several health issues since 2019. 2019, I started having respiratory symptoms. That was my first sign of health concern. I was diagnosed with chronic sinusitis. I was diagnosed with asthma. I was diagnosed with hyperreactive airway disease. Like, they told me all types of nonsense, right? And I'm saying nonsense because they were all wrong, right? Because the medication and stuff that they gave me was not helping me. And no, I didn't have COVID. I didn't have the flu or nothing like that, right? So it came to the point where, like, I was going to see a holistic doctors, Rastafarian doctors, you know, like, I was not playing around. Like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with me, because these doctors are not helping me. What really helps me was just being observant of what I was eating. I realized that my body was reacting to wheat. Wheat is in so many foods. Especially if you're trying to keep weight on you, you're going to be eating breads. You know, that's what I was doing. When I was doing my slim, thick diet, I was eating a lot of breads. I was eating a lot of pancakes, waffles. That's my favorite thing to eat. And since I have tons of head wrap tutorials, Jacqueline, but since I was noticing that I was reacting to wheat, I had to stop eating wheat. When I stopped eating wheat, I lost a significant amount of weight. Maybe I lost 15 pounds. I lost at least 15 pounds. And I also was getting, and so I realized, okay, so I was having digestive issues that was manifesting as respiratory issues. Yeah. So like GERD, like chronic acid reflux and stuff. Like, it was interfering with my ability to work out, because while a lot of people have heartburn when they have acid reflux, my symptom was coughing. So, like, whenever I would have acid reflux, I would cough. And especially now that, like, we're in the pandemic, nobody wants to be around you when you're coughing and shit. So, like, I wasn't going to my gym no more, working with my trainer. So that's what happened to my slim thick diet. I had surgery on my sinuses in 2020, and that helps a bit. But my doctor actually recently told me that my my nasal polyps are growing back, and he doesn't want to do surgery again, because that's too risky to do this repeat surgery in such a short period of time. So now I'm taking this medication that It's called Dupixent. I have to literally shoot myself with this medication. But, which sucks that I have to take this medication, but it's helped me so much. It's helped me be able to eat bread again. It's helped me be, well, prior to the medication, I realized I was getting better. So I was able to eat bread and things like that in the morning when my stomach acid is nice and strong. But I would also have to take, actually I have one right here, actually. I would have to take, is it backwards? I don't know if you guys can see that, but basically this is a stomach acid supplement. Like I would have to take that so I can digest food better and things like that. But now that I'm on this medication, which essentially just like helps with the inflammation in your body, and it's not a steroid, thank God. But it's been helping me. It's been helping me, so I'll probably get my weight back soon. I said long story short, that was pretty long. Sorry about that. But you asked what happened to my slim thick diet, right? So I'm eating again. I can eat again. I can tolerate wheat again. How do you prevent thinning? How do I, okay, that's a YouTube video on its own. And I'm sure I have YouTube videos on that topic. That was a question from Patricia. But in short, don't style your hair. Don't over twist your hair. Don't work with your hair while it's dry. If you need supplements, try biotin, try collagen. What else? Make sure you're using like satin to like sleep, satin to protect your hair if you need to protect it. Kathy says, I have a question. Where do my side, when I pull it up, it hurts? I don't have it tight. It's like my hair is pulling. A question. I'm not really sure what you mean. I think that might be a better question for a loctician who can actually see your hair in person and see your scalp. Jacqueline says, look great. Okay. Yeah, I've made some recent head wrap tutorial videos. So I think if you look somewhere in May on my channel, which is, I haven't uploaded too many videos in June, so it shouldn't be too far. It shouldn't be too far in my archive. Missy at his, I have like six of your head wraps from 4 years ago. I purchased the ones with multiple colors and designs. I wore the lavender one with work yesterday in the high ponytail. I got so many compliments. Thanks, Miss Yay. Yeah, I think you're talking about my infinity head wraps, and yes, I need to bring those back. Like I'm super sold out on those infinity head wraps, and you guys, that's like a shop favorite. They're so easy to wear, and yeah, they're so versatile. So thank you, Miss Ye, for supporting. Jacqueline says, I had COVID last year, and I am so glad you did not get it. I would not wish that on my worst enemy. Now, I never said I'd never had COVID. I'm saying I didn't have COVID with what I was talking about in the story. I believe that I had COVID recently. I can't prove it. I can't prove it, but I was having some symptoms that I have never felt before in my life, but it was only for a day. So maybe I didn't have it, but I think I did. Like I had chills. I vomited. I was coughing like a different kind of cough. Like the cough felt like a different. Like usually when I had the acid reflux cough, like I would be coughing up mucus, but it was a dry cough that was unfamiliar. What other symptom did I have? Body weakness, fatigue, no appetite, and I felt like my ears were like clogged. Like, you know when you get off a plane, you can't really hear for a while until you pop them. I was dealing with that too. Maybe it could have been anything, right? But I think I had COVID. I think I did. Patricia said, what do you use for your retwist? I'm thinking about twisting my own hair tomorrow. I'm using that That's my wallet. I'm using my Love Light and Locks gel. It's available on KeishaCharmaine.com. And if you use the code GEL, capital GEL, you'll get 20% off. And this is a formula that I created alongside a chemist. Smells like peppermint oil because there's peppermint essential oil in it. It's 98% natural, or 99% natural. I have a breakdown on the ingredients on my website, so definitely check it out. Miss Ye says, I'm glad you figured out. You have a cute shape. Thank you. I do prefer my shape a little fuller. I just feel like I look more my age. I mean, granted, like, everybody wants to look younger. It's cool. But I don't like looking too young. I'm 31 years old. Sometimes I have boys with backpacks, like teenagers, approaching me on the street, and I'm like, don't tell me I look 17. Like, I don't want to look that young. And I just know that when I do have more weight on me, I look more womanly. So I would prefer that. At this point, life with Tisha, I retwist maybe like once a month at this point. Yes, 80s baby. I'm talking about people born in the 2000s trying to talk to me. No. I need to hurry up and get married off so I don't have these kind of problems. I need to hurry up and get married off so I could just be like, listen to the boy. All right? Run along. It's a little locksmithing for you. Even though I prefer to just do my retwist. See? J-Man thought I was younger. He's 24. I know, you're probably not 24. That's just your name. But J-Man, consider I've been on this channel since I was 19. I've been on this channel since I was 19. In 2010. If you look at my channel, I was... Oh, you're 25, okay. If you look at my channel, like, look, when I first started doing lock videos, I was in college in 2010. I was 19. So naturally, I'm 31 now. That's just simple math. I'm not expecting you to know how long I was on YouTube. I'm just saying. Missy A, would you date outside your race? No. Life with Tisha, when's your birthday? March 6th. So I already turned 31 for the year. But no, I only date black men. I've dated like Hispanic men, but they identified as black. they were Afro Latino, and I can't even say Hispanic men. That was when I was real young. Actually, no, I briefly dated this one Dominican guy, but if you look, he was black. If you look at him, you would say he was a light-skinned guy. My son's birthday is March 6th. Yo, okay, we got the same birthday. I'm curious as to why you asked me why would I date outside, if I would date outside of my race. I'm curious as to why you asked me that question, Miss Ye. Why, did you have a white boy for me? I'm good. AJ said, would you date black still, girl? That's my boy. That's my bro. Like, he's an amazing guy. Whoever he ends up with is gonna be super blessed. We're not compatible in that kind of way, but we're great friends. I do love him. I love him up and down. And he's fine, but we're not compatible in that kind of way. I'm so sorry, unique verse. Listen, I am Guyanese and I'm from New York. I just talk fast, and yes, I'm sure it's faster live because I edit my videos, because when I'm playing them back, sometimes I'll be like, oh girl, what did you just say? And like I gotta edit out when I talk too fast and stuff like that. Yeah. And actually when I'm recording, I'm more conscious of slowing down. Miss Ye, I'm black, but I date white or Asian men. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's your prerogative. You know, to each their own. Yeah. I've been hip to you since I started back in 2015. Okay. All right. Okay. You were a teenager back then. Mental math is not my strength, but yeah, you were like 18, right? Something like that. Ooh, this is. I see a boo boo. These hairs went into the wrong lock. Do you recommend palm rolling every time you shampoo, even though your locks are mature more than 3 years? Yes. Yes, Sheila. I do recommend that. If you want, oh dear. If you want uniformed locks, oh. Ow. Okay, some hairs went into the wrong lock. Oh boy, that hurt. Okay. Tressa says, yes, I want to cut my hair too. I always wear a bun on the top of my head, and now I'm tired of that look. Have you heard of the wolf cut on locks? Because it's what I'm considering. Wolf cut? No. Do I need to look that up? What is that? Wolf cut. If you can explain it in the comments, I would love for you to explain it. If not, I can just like look it up once I solve this confusion I got right here. What's the wolf cut? Does anybody in the comments know what that is? Jacqueline said I would like to look that up too. I never heard of the wolf cut. Yeah, I never heard of that. Yeah, Miss Yay needs to look that up too. It looks like a bob, but it's a certain way that it's cut. But yeah, look it up on YouTube. It's like a bob. But bobs are cool. But the thing about bobs, when you cut it in a bob, that's the thing about short styles, like really short styles are not that versatile. And like when they start to grow out, they get into like an awkward stage. I prefer my hair at least, like I wouldn't go shorter than bra strap. Like I wouldn't go shorter than that. Like bobs, you can't even put them in like a good ponytail. Nah, I need to be able to put them in a ponytail or a bun for emergencies. I don't want to have my hair down all the time. Ugh. What would you recommend to thicken thinning spots? I would recommend the Emu Oil Growth Drops from KeishaCharmaine.com. Emu oil thinning is often caused by inflammation on the scalp. Emu oil is excellent for helping with that, helping with your inflammation. It's excellent at killing any bacteria that may be causing thinning, because that's very often the case of what's causing baldness and things like that at the root, bacteria on the scalp. So it kills that. And all the other ingredients, this horsetail, of course, which helps to strengthen the hair with all of its silica content. So it's all around a really great regrowth oil. So yeah, but if you have like issues with thinning and more than just like an isolated area, if it's all over, I would recommend this one, the horsetail growth oil. But if it's just one area, then I would recommend the Emu Oil Growth Drops. But yeah, I have reviews on my website, but most of my reviews are on my Instagram, on my highlights. I hope you know how to navigate Instagram, because on my profile, on the highlights on my page, there's a testimonials highlight, and you can see I have like tens and tens of reviews. maybe even over 100. Actually, I don't even think Instagram lets you have over 100 stories in your highlights. But I have listen, I have a ton. I have at least 50 reviews on my products on that thing. Missy said, I'd rather style it in a bob instead of cutting into a bob. Yeah, it's likewise. Ava says, one more question. Do you use biotin? I do not use biotin, but I have used it in the past. But I did not use it for my hair. I used it for my nails. Because last summer, almost, oh well, technically it's not summer yet. But it was literally July 3rd. I slammed my finger in the steel door and I lost my entire fingernail, and it was like I lost even the nail. I went to the doctor. She was like, Keisha, is gonna grow back. I'm like, are you sure? She's like, take some biotin. And I started taking biotin. But I only took it for like a few weeks until I saw evidence of my nail growing back. And I'm like, okay, I'm fine. So no, I've never taken biotin for my hair growth. Biotin breaks my skin out so bad. You know, I have heard people say that when they use biotin, they have to drink like excess water. I don't remember getting any skin issues from biotin. I mean, I do remember breaking out. I was already breaking out, like, but I was stressed out. Like I already told you what I was dealing with my digestive issues. So, I think a part of a symptom of my digestive issues was my breaking out. You know, like leaky gut and things like that. So I don't know if biotin made it better or worse, or any kind of influence at all. I don't know. But again, I only took it for a couple of weeks last year. And I think I only have one more lock to go. Pooey, cute name, says, I interlock my locks. Do you think that causes it to be thin? You know what I will say? I will say that I do believe that interlocking causes your hair to be thinner than it would be if you were palm rolling. I'll put it like that. And I don't think that I know that for a fact. If you interlock your locks and thinness is a concern, then I would say stop interlocking and start palm rolling. But I am done. Sometimes you got to give yourself a round of applause. Sometimes you got to give yourself a round of applause. So I'm going to stay on here for a little bit longer. If you guys have any more questions, I'll answer them. '80s baby, yes, I do plan on doing more lives. That's my intention. You see this sun, the way the sun is hitting right now? Now that's what I live for. Gold Ranger says, big fan, Casey, much love. Thank you. That's crazy, not my nails. Yes, I lost my whole nail. My middle finger too. Mind you, it was the day before July 4th, which was the day of the Lock Fest hair show. So I actually was on my way to the post office because I wanted to do some work, because I wanted to be a workaholic and do some work before I go get my hair done by Cafele. So I was rushing and it was raining, and I slammed the door, my finger. I had to postpone my appointment to get my hair done for another few hours. I thought I might have had to go to the emergency room because it was so bad. It was so much blood and it was just ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Like I had to hold my hand up because when it was down, it just pulsated and it hurt so bad. But so when I did walk the hair show, I had a big old bandage on my hand. I was trying my best to like walk with my hand behind me and all that, like trying to hide the big old ugly bandage. Actually, I made a vlog of that event. I don't think I mentioned it in the video, but you can look and see my finger in that video. You can see it's bandaged up, like it was really bandaged up. Do you still retwist every 2 weeks? No, I don't. I don't. Um, I'm more likely to do that in the winter, but like this time of year, I'm not gonna do that because I wash my hair more often now. Well, not now, not yet, but like shortly, I'll be washing it more often, and I'm not gonna be wanting to retwist as often. Um, I'll say I'll retwist about once a month now, for the most part. If there's something going on and I want my hair to be fresh, I'm gonna retwist it. Thank you, Sheila. I give you a round of applause for doing your own hair. I go to the hair salon. I usually only go to the hair salon if I'm like really feeling too burnt out to do it, or if I'm gonna be modeling. P says the longer the lock, the more hair compact too. So I think I know what you mean. Life with Tisha says, how long did it take you to retwist your locks? Well, right now it took me about an hour and a half or so, but that's only because I was running my mouth with you guys and I was bouncing from Instagram to TikTok to the YouTube. So I was twisting it on Instagram first, and then I went on TikTok, which was kind of, it's really weird how the platforms are, because YouTube is where my most followers are. TikTok is where my least followers are, because my TikTok is new. I literally just hit 1,000 followers on TikTok yesterday or this morning. So I only been able to go live now because you have to have 1,000 followers to go live on TikTok. So I was on live on TikTok with like one person and 2 people in the audience for like 20 minutes. I'm like, this is really weird. Let me go back on YouTube. But when I was on Instagram, I had a good amount of people, maybe like 20 people. But here I am on YouTube. I got 67 people in the room. P says you lose volume as locks mature. You lose volume as locks mature. That's, yeah. Because as a part of the locking process is your hair getting more compact, yeah. So if that's what you mean by volume, yeah. The amazing world of Dia. By the way, I have been following you for a few years now. You inspired me to start my locks 6 months ago. Best decision ever. Congratulations. Yes, Jacqueline, it hurt loud. I'm about to say it hurt loudly. I screamed loudly when it happened. Soul family, Jay, I feel you. My hair is down my butt. I'm cutting mine back to waist length too. Just got to find someone you trust to cut them. I was thinking that too, but I decided I'm cutting them myself. I'm cutting them myself. I am someone I trust to cut my locks. No, I've never cut my locks. I mean, I've trimmed them before, but I haven't cut them all. You know, I've trimmed individual ones, even a lot of individual ones at one time, but I have never cut them all at once, and I'm gonna do that. Yeah, and I'm gonna record it so you guys will see. Jerry Stute says, I want to get micro locks, which are interlocks. Can I go from interlock to palm roll? Yes, you can. You can always go back and forth between interlocking and palm rolling. You can absolutely do that. When it comes to micro locks, though, I am not even I'm not even too privy on like what your needs would be, because micro locks are, or I should say sister locks are micro locks. So if you have to interlock, I know you have to interlock sister locks. Micro locks, I'm not sure if you have to interlock them. That may be a question that you take to another expert. But I think that micro locks are probably best interlocked. But I'm not 100% on that. Again, micro locks, sister locks, that's not my expertise. Kima says, I notice my locks are thinning, but it seems my hair is softer and lighter. So when I retwist, it's not as thick anymore. That definitely does happen as we age. I mean, I don't even know how old you are, I can't tell. But I'm just saying, like, our hair textures do change as we age. I do notice that our hair textures do get like thinner and like lighter, looser. I've noticed, I'm not old myself, but I've definitely noticed that with my own hair texture. I definitely noticed it's a lot thinner, like finer. It's like finer. Yeah. It happens. One thing that I do to not necessarily combat that, but just to ensure that my hair stays strong, I use the horsetail leaf growth oil because it's packed with horsetail herb. The reason why that herb is so important is because it's packed with silica. Silica encourages collagen in your hair, skin, and nails, and particularly with your hair, the collagen helps your hair get stronger. So that's why I recommend the horsetail leaf growth oil, because it keeps our hair strong. Missy says her friend interlocks her micro locks. Yeah, I'm wondering, I don't know if I've ever seen anybody palm roll I've never seen anybody palm roll micro locks. I'm not sure if that is a good idea. I don't know. P says micro locks you cannot palm roll. It's called retightening, but it isn't. But in fact, it's just interlocking with a tool. Yes, that's retightening. I know that's how they refer to sister locks. But that's the thing, though. Micro locks, I mean, sister locks are micro locks, but micro locks aren't just sister locks. I believe you can have different sizes of micro locks. Sister locks, I believe, are just like the thinnest of the micro locks. I'm absolutely certain you have to retighten sister locks with the hook, the latch hook. Is it a latch hook? I believe it's a latch hook, right? But depending on the size of micro locks you have, I'm not positive like if there's any size of micro locks that you can get away with palm rolling. I don't know. Kima, where? Yes, Kima says, I'm 36 and I noticed about 2 years ago. Okay. Well, I'm 31 and I noticed about maybe 4 years ago that especially like right here, I noticed that my hair texture is much straighter and finer. And again, all I do is make sure that I eat my fruits and vegetables, drink my water, and use my horsetail leaf growth oil. That's the only thing that I feel like I intentionally do to stay well as far as like appearance goes. Sometimes I take collagen supplements, but I don't take that for my hair. I take that for my gut. So P asked me if I take any hair supplements. Again, I take collagen powder, but I take that for my gut. But I do know that it's going to benefit your skin, hair, nails as well. And I'm not even like the most regular with that. I need to be. I need to get more on it and do it daily. But that is a supplement that I take that does benefit my hair, I'm sure. But no, I don't take any like hair gummies, or I don't take biotin. Like I told you, I took it for a few weeks, but I don't take biotin. I don't take anything. P said, Kima says, I use your gel to retwist, going to try the oil next. Thank you, Kima. P says, no palm rolling with any size of micro locks. I follow a loctician who only does micro locks. Okay, noted. Sheila says, what is your urban lime oil good for? Okay, so the urban lime oil, it also has horsetail, so it has all the benefits of the horsetail leaf growth oil. Not all of the benefits. It has all of the benefits of the horsetail herb, right? It also has a ton of other herbs in there, which all have different hair healing and hair health benefits. I can't name them off the top of my head. I need to have them in front of me to really list them for you. But it's also on the website. You can look up all the different herbs that I have listed on there, and they're all beneficial for your hair. And one significant difference between that oil and the horsetail leaf growth oil is that the only essential oil in the urban lime oil is lime essential oil, and lime essential oil has a lot of benefits for your hair and scalp, as well as it just smells amazing. So I feel like the horsetail leaf growth oil smells amazing too, but the smell is totally different. The smell is like a ginger mint kind of smell, while the urban lime oil is a lime smell. It's very invigorating. Kima says, what shampoo do you recommend for itchy, dry scalp? Itchy, for itchy, dry scalp, I would use Head and Shoulders. There's another one. It's in a blue bottle. Start with an N. It's a medicated shampoo. I would recommend medicated shampoos for itchy. Well, you didn't say dandruff, but I'm assuming you mean, I'm assuming you're probably talking about dandruff as well, if you're saying itchy, dry scalp. But yeah, I like the medicated shampoos for when I'm experiencing a lot of dandruff. But also, it's really good to pair those with a moisturizing shampoo, which I can't think of on top of my head. I use, that's not necessarily the best advice, but I tend to skip moisturizing shampoos and just use conditioners. Shawnee B says, I've noticed that my hair is softening and straightening as they get older. I love your rosewater, horsetail leaf growth oil, head wraps, everything. Thank you so much, Shawnee. And yeah, I agree. I've noticed the same with my hair too. I think it's just a thing with age. Like, for instance, my mom, like, her hair was a lot more afro texture. It was, I mean, it was always curly and coily, but it was still a lot more afro-y. But I can see as she's gotten older with her locks, like, her hair is so much straighter. It's very straight. It's very straight. Jamila says, why my locks keep breaking, so I retwist the break ones back onto a long lock. I think you mean like you combine them. That's fair. That's what a lot of us do when we experience breaking. I can't tell you why your locks are breaking. I can't tell you, but there's a lot of reasons why your hair could be breaking. It could, you could not be moisturizing them properly. You could not be moisturizing yourself properly, as in not drinking enough water. You could have over processed them. Maybe you have dyed them, bleached them, and you didn't have very good aftercare. What other reasons why your hair could be breaking? Maybe you're over styling them too tightly, too frequently. Maybe you're sleeping on cotton or something that's drying your hair out, causing it to be brittle, causing it to break. Maybe you're wearing sweaters or shirts that dry your hair out, cause them to break. Like maybe wool, like woolly clothing, for instance. Are you sitting on couches or chairs that have fabric on them that can dry your hair out and cause it to break? Like, there's so many reasons why your hair could break. Is it super long? Maybe you're sitting on them. If you're sitting on your hair too often, that could absolutely cause your hair to break. Are they getting caught indoors, like car doors? Are they getting caught in things? You know, so many reasons. Okay, and I think I've been out here long enough. What you think? What y'all think? I'm gonna give y'all a little grace period, maybe like a minute. If I don't have any more questions, I'm gonna just leave. By the way, stay tuned. My children's book is coming out. It's supposed to already be out. Amazon's acting funny. But my children's book is about to be out. It's called Mace, Maya, and Mary the Lock Fairy. Is a book about, I'll make a separate video about this at some point, but it's a book about these kids with locks. They're about to start a new school. They're used to being in an urban community with people who look like them, but they're in a new community now, and No one looks like them. Nobody has locks. They're getting made fun of, and they're starting to affect their self-esteem. So then Mary, the lock fairy, comes and helps them out. So that's pretty much the plot synopsis. So check that book out when it's available to you. Of course, I'll send you guys links and stuff so you guys can check out the books. Of course, it's for your kiddies. It's not for you. If your kids are a certain age, you might have to read it to them, because I think the reading level of the book might be middle school or late elementary school. But you can read it to your little kids if they're smaller with locks. But yeah. Angel Eyes says, stress can cause locks to break, product buildup as well. Oh yes, absolutely. Stress. If you're experiencing thinning at the roots, absolutely stress. If it's towards the ends, then yeah, product buildup is definitely a factor. Daryl King says 4 months too long for a retwist. It is for me. My hair would break if I waited that long, and the longest I've waited for a retwist was 3 months, and I saw my hair breaking. So that's how I learned my limit, because it's all about your hair texture. If you have coarse hair, you can probably hold out for 4 months or more. But if you have fine hair, you can't do that, because fine hair breaks when it's not maintained. I wish more people would talk about that. But I guess they can't talk about it if they don't know about it. And if they don't experience it, then they may not know about it. But people always love to say, oh, stop retwisting your hair so much, it's going to thin out. Some of us have to retwist every 2 weeks or once a month, because if they don't, it'll break. Jacqueline says, that's wonderful that you're writing a children's book. Thank you. Yeah, it's already written. No, the book is done. The book is done. It's already available on Amazon, but it's just that Amazon is acting funny. I don't want to get too much into explaining the issue, but it's the book is out and it's available. I just don't have a link to share with you guys because Amazon's acting stupid. But yeah, that book is done. Sheila says, thank you for your time and advice. You're welcome. Jamila says, yes, my locks are very dry. I use mango and lime. Jamaican mango and lime. I don't like to speak ill on brands, so I'll just... Jacqueline says, I love the theme, the Lock Fairy. Please, I will read it too. Yes, I can't wait to show you guys. Daryl says, my locks marry at 2 months. That's normal. That's normal. Well, if you don't want to retwist for 4 months, you can at least like pop your locks. I have a video on this, which is super old, but it's still out there. Basically, it's just when you separate your locks and you go through all of your locks and just pull them apart from each other. And the sooner you do this and the more frequently you do this, the less likely that you'll experience marrying at the roots. I'm sorry, I keep licking my lips. My lips are so dry right now. When you say break, do you mean at the root or in half? I was saying a lot of things, so I'm not sure what you're talking about. Yesel tea. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Can't wait to order the book. Thank you, Angel. Yep, I do that. Okay, good, Daryl. That's what you gotta do to deal with the marrying. Sonia says, hey Keisha, do you have any advice for how to deep condition your locks? Okay, sure. So I would recommend that you deep condition after you shampoo. So that means your hair is already fully saturated with water